Philippine tennis sensation Alex Eala has finished tickets.
Minutes. That is all it took for courtside tickets to Alex Eala's Stuttgart sessions to sell out.
Now we came here because she's also here. Of course.
Reportedly lasted before disappearing completely. Not hours, minutes.
I just wanted to thank you all so much for the support. The atmosphere these past few days have been completely amazing.
Secondary market prices surged. Fan media reported that 60,000 Filipinos were mobilizing across Germany. Tournament organizers rushed to revise capacity expectations, and Alex Eala had not even stepped on court yet. This is the story of how the Filipino Army sold out a WTA 500 event before their star played a single point, and why even Rafael Nadal has been surprised by what is unfolding. 7 days ago, Eala finished her Linz run in the round of 16. 48 hours later, Qinwen Zheng withdrew from Stuttgart due to injury. Alex Eala received a direct main draw entry into the Porsche Tennis Grand Prix. The draw was released April 11th. Her first-round opponent, Leylah Fernandez, the Filipino-Canadian ranked 25 in the world, a battle of Filipinas. The storyline built itself. Within hours, ticket demand surged. Stuttgart is a WTA 500 indoor clay event held at Porsche Arena. Controlled capacity, a traditional European crowd, a tournament known for precision. What happened when Eala's name appeared in the draw was neither controlled nor expected. Reports began spreading across Filipino media and social platforms. Courtside seats gone, prime sessions sold out, secondary markets rising, fan groups organizing travel across Germany, where an estimated 450,000 Filipinos live, the largest diaspora community in Western Europe. This was not casual interest. This was organized movement, and it started before Eala had played a single point. Porsche Tennis confirmed her main draw entry on April 7th. The announcement followed standard WTA procedure, a replacement entry, nothing unusual. The reaction was anything but normal. Within 24 hours of the draw release, reports indicated that key sessions involving Eala were reaching sellout levels. Courtside tickets, which usually remain available for days at similar events, were reportedly gone within minutes. The resale market showed price increases typically seen during finals weekend, not opening rounds. Fan media claimed 60,000 Filipinos across Germany were preparing to travel to Stuttgart. Whether that exact number is accurate or not, the pattern is clear. This fan base does not stay home, they show up. Consider the situation from a tournament director's perspective. Attendance projections are based on seeding and star power. Top seeds are established names. A replacement player ranked 46 should not drive major demand. Yet suddenly, that player is creating demand that was never forecast, cannot be ignored, and must be managed within 72 hours. And this is not new. Linz reported a 400% increase in ticket demand for Eala's matches earlier this year, with some sessions reportedly made up of 90% Filipino fans. Indian Wells saw the 2 million-strong Filipino community in California turn her matches into loud home court environments. Monday, draw announced. Wednesday, tickets disappearing. Sunday, Eala still has not played a point. The speed is what makes this different. Normal fan interest builds over time. This is immediate. The Filipino Army does not wait to see results. They commit before the first serve. Videos online show fans organizing watch parties, booking hotels, and coordinating travel with remarkable precision. One YouTube analysis described the demand as similar to a major concert. Another showed resale prices rising to levels usually reserved for Grand Slam quarterfinals. And here is what makes it even more significant. Eala's opening match is against Leylah Fernandez, Filipino heritage versus Filipino-Canadian identity, left-hander against left-hander. The narrative alone would attract attention. But this fan base is not driven by storyline. They're driven by identity. They're buying tickets because Alex represents them. Their country, their pride, their belief that a player from Manila can walk into Porsche Arena in Stuttgart and become the main attraction. Tournament officials who prepared for a standard WTA 500 week are now managing something closer to a cultural event. The sport has rarely seen a player outside the top 30 generate this level of pre-match demand. For those who have followed Eala since her junior Grand Slam success, through her time at the Rafa Nadal Academy, and into her first WTA breakthroughs, this was not unexpected. The Filipino fan base is not hype, it is structure. The wider tennis world is only now recognizing what was already visible. Tony Nadal, former coach of Rafael Nadal, and one of the most respected figures in tennis, recently joined Eala's team for the European clay season. Eala said, "It's fantastic and I feel truly privileged to have Tony as part of my team. We're so blessed to have him. If you had told me that years ago, I wouldn't have believed it." That statement came before Stuttgart, before the ticket rush, before the reports of sellouts. Tony Nadal does not commit lightly. His involvement signals how top coaching minds view her future. And Rafael Nadal himself, who has seen every type of tennis crowd, has reportedly been surprised by the scale of support surrounding her. When a 22-time Grand Slam champion notices your fan base, you are no longer just a rising player. You are something bigger. Germany's 450,000 Filipinos are not an exception. They are an indication of what is coming. Stuttgart is a WTA 500 event. Madrid, the next major clay stop, takes place in a country with an even larger Filipino community. Paris, host of Roland Garros, also has a strong diaspora presence. If Stuttgart is selling out before Eala plays, what happens when she reaches a WTA 1000 or a Grand Slam quarterfinal on clay with Tony Nadal courtside? Tournaments are starting to recognize what sponsors already understand. The Eala effect is not about rankings, it is about attendance, viewership, and cultural reach in markets tennis has struggled to engage. The WTA has spent years trying to grow its presence in Asia. Eala is not slowly building that connection. She is accelerating it through diaspora communities across Europe and North America. Nike, Babolat, Globe Telecom, these are not symbolic partnerships. They are strategic investments in a player whose audience shows up regardless of results, buys tickets in large numbers, and turns matches into events. Stuttgart is April. Madrid begins in 2 weeks. Rome follows. Roland Garros is 6 weeks away. The Filipino Army is not slowing down, they are growing. Eala's last completed tournament was Linz, where she reached the round of 16 before losing to Jelena Ostapenko 4-6, 5-7. A straight sets loss to a former French Open champion. Nothing unusual in that. What mattered more was her reaction. "It's so crazy to see this community rallying behind me. I'm so thankful to everyone who made the time." No complaints, no frustration, just appreciation. That response is why her fans continue to show up. They're not here only for wins, they are here for the journey. Courtside tickets gone in minutes, 60,000 Filipinos mobilizing across Germany, a WTA 500 transformed into a diaspora-driven event, Tony Nadal courtside, Leylah Fernandez across the net. All of it happening before Eala has played a single point in Stuttgart. The Filipino Army is not just supporting a player. They are changing what fan influence looks like in professional tennis. One sold-out session at a time. Will the energy inside Porsche Arena carry Eala past Fernandez and deep into the Stuttgart draw? Or will the pressure of representing so many people test her in ways even Tony Nadal cannot prepare for? Share your prediction in the comments. And if you have followed this journey from the Rafa Nadal Academy days through junior titles and early WTA moments, subscribe now. Because the Filipino Army is turning every Eala match into a moment, and the real supporters do not miss what comes next. This is not just tennis. This is what happens when a community decides to show up, and the entire sport is forced to respond.